Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back to our weekly update video. It's Monday the 29th of January. I do apologize that this is coming out late, but as they say, it's better late than never. I will start with, let's have a look at actually stars of the week, inshallah. So number one, respect went to Sarah Khan in year 9. Listening was given to Ruwaida in year 10, and I nominated her for that, for her work in life skills. Teamwork went to Ahlam in year 8. Excuse me, I'm just drinking because I have a slightly sore throat. Organisation went to Anam in year 10, and I think that might be the second time she's got it this year, which is great. Perseverance went to Zara in year 8. So well done to our 5 stars this week. Moving on to house winners. So we had in 4th place Banksy with 9 merit points. 3rd came Malcolm with 11. Montague were in 2nd with 14. And 1st place are Franklin with 15 merit points. So well done to Team Franklin. Our 3 words of the week were, so notorious, which means being famous for something bad. Orthodox means following the traditional rules of a religious practice. And finally, patronize, which means to speak or behave towards someone as though they were unimportant or stupid. Let me just check our idiom. So this was an idiom, actually I've not come across this idiom before. Maybe you might have heard of this. It's called, well, the idiom is drop a dime. And what that means is to snitch or inform on someone to a person of higher authority. So that might be because it has a slightly American vibe that I've never come across that, but inshallah our students know that now because it has been on our board for the whole week. So drop a dime basically means to snitch on someone to a higher authority, a teacher, the police, etc, etc. What else happened last week? Oh yes, so Ustadh Sanam delivered a very interesting and informative assembly about the post office scandal. I'm sure you've heard about it in the news. She had watched the ITV drama, the 4-part series, all about the scandal, and spoke about what this scandal, what actually it was, how it came about, and at the end, you know, how the people involved basically received justice. It was also tied into the idea of one of our 5 stars, which is perseverance, in the idea that Mr. Bates persevered and did not give up when he took the post office to court, and he worked and worked until he got justice for the victims of this scandal. So she had highly recommended students to watch it. I haven't actually seen it yet. It is on my watch list. So I would really encourage parents to watch it as well. Really informative and quite shocking and surprising that, well, you could say shocking and surprising that things like this happen here, but maybe that's not probably fully correct. Maybe things like this are happening all the time and we don't know about it. But anyway, okay, moving on. What else happened last week? Oh yes, so on Thursday, year 10 went on their trip to the airport bowls. This was their well done trip for winning the international day. So we have some really good bowlers. I'm not sure if that's how you call them, apparently in year 10. Some of them, quite a few of them got strikes as well. So well done to year 10. I hope they had a good time. Now moving on to this week, a couple of things I can see on my calendar. So the first thing is we have on Thursday is a World Hijab Day, it's the 1st of February. So we will have, we've asked Ustadh Safia to come in and she will be giving a talk about modesty in Islam and what hijab actually means. It's more than just the fabric on our heads, and hopefully that will be inspiring and insightful for the students. So that's on Thursday, and we also have students can come in wearing any color hijab on that day. Hopefully we'll take some nice photos of everyone with different hijabs. We are also holding a bake sale on, well, when I say we, actually the student council are holding a bake sale on Thursday. In a couple of weeks we will be having Brain Health Week, and one of the things we want to do, well, that week is really about healthy living, healthy lifestyle. And one of the things we want to do is encourage students to spend more time out in nature. So the student council, I won't give too much away, but they are trying to raise some money because they would like us to go somewhere, let's put it that way. So that's on Thursday, so your daughter can bring in some money, or of course if she's been asked or volunteered to bake some cakes, that'd be great if she can do that as well. We have on Friday a trip for year 8 to the Natural History Museum. And just let me get this. So this trip is a science trip. It was part of the British Science Week, but like if you remember, I said we were doing the trips a little bit earlier because the British Science Week falls in Ramadan. So they will be going to do a workshop on Build the Change, Save Our Planet. And they will also have time to explore some areas of the museum as well. So the trip is an all-day trip. They will meet at Hounslow West Station at 9:30 in the morning, and they should be back at Hounslow West at about 3:30 in the afternoon as well. So of course they need to have a lunch with them, and they don't need to pay for transport. That's already been arranged, inshallah. And if they would like, well, if there is time, they will be popping into the shop as well. So if they would like to buy something, they are welcome to bring a few pounds with them. Just again, not to bring lots and lots of money because there is obviously a risk of getting lost or dropping it. So that's the trip. They should be wearing school uniform as well, of course, throughout the trip. And this is the first time we're doing this workshop, so I'm quite interested to see how they find this workshop. Okay, so that's this coming week. I'm just checking. So of course next week is year 10 will not be in school, so they will be all on their work experience. And we have another trip next week as well for year 9, who will be doing the forensic science workshop at Kew Garden. So that's next week on Wednesday, so for Wednesday the 7th of February. I'll tell you more about that on Friday, inshallah. A couple of notices before I end the video. So the first one is about students going to the shops early in the morning. So we have a rule, and the students know this as well. Once a student is on site, that means they go past our gates, they need to stay on site. They're not allowed to turn around and walk back out, even if the side gate is open. We've had students do that this past week, and I have issued some detentions for that because they have been told, from a health and safety point of view, once a student is in the building, we expect them to stay there. And also logistically, when they know they've only got 5 minutes or a few minutes to get to the shop and come back, sometimes I've seen them be very careless in how they are crossing roads, and just generally it's not a good look for them to be running like headless chickens to the shop. So that's the rule. And if your daughter is coming off the bus and stopping at the shop in the morning before coming to school, that's fine. But not if they've come into school. They are not allowed to leave for any reason without being supervised. The other thing is about lost property. We are only in I think we're in the 3rd week of the half term, and our lost property is full. To be fair, some of these items, there are some trainers that were left over the Christmas holiday. However, you would be shocked to see how many trainers we have. So I'm just wondering, now I'm thinking maybe I should make a video of all the trainers and all the things in lost property. We have some really good stuff in lost property. I have there's some lunch boxes, which is like made of like a glass Tupperware type of box. There's a thermos. There's there's so many trainers. If you would like to see, because I'm thinking maybe students have gone home and I don't know, maybe you might have forgotten that they have trainers. I'm not sure how this is working out, but if you would like, I can show you, I can line up all the trainers in a line and make a video. And if you spot your daughter's trainers, you can basically tell me and we can send them off. I feel really bad about throwing items away. I'm currently reading a book I've just started called The Story of Stuff. And, we have so much stuff and it's really bad for the environment. First of all, having so much stuff, but then the stuff that we have, we need to learn to keep it and look after it. I have sometimes periodically stopped students and say, do you have anything in lost property? Do you have trainers? What are you looking for? Because I want them to take their things out of lost property. We don't have lots of space, but just the whole idea that they've left so many items in school and just not really bothered or cared about it. But I have a feeling parents care about it because they don't want to buy new things. So let me know. You can put if you type in yes as a comment below, if I get a few comments, people saying yes, share me a video, and you want to see the items, I will arrange for that to happen. If I could edit my video, I would actually pause and take it downstairs and do that, but I don't do that. So let's see if people want that. Otherwise, come half term in 2 weeks time, they will all go in the skip, unfortunately. Right, what else? I think that's all. I think I've been rambling on now for nearly 11 minutes. So anyway, I hope you have a lovely week, inshallah, and I will see you back here on Friday. Assalamu alaikum.